Hello Contest Chair, and welcome to your briefing for your online contest. Firstly, thanks very much for all the work you've been doing. Setting up everybody and getting it all done beforehand, that is most of the work. Hopefully you can just enjoy the rest of the ride. You'll first need to discuss with your other role holders how you're going to communicate. Are you going to just send messages in text chat? Are you going to speak publicly? I suggest you keep your camera and microphone on the whole time if you can, because it's just such a hassle to keep turning it on and off. But that's up to you. You may also have some WhatsApp groups set up to allow you to communicate. Again, that's up to you. But for a club level meeting, I suggest this may be a little bit more trouble than you need to go to. So let's talk about the meeting. We are going to open with some sort of greeting, which you could possibly give again to your Sergeant at Arms. That is fine, as long as you make sure that everybody is told that their cameras are going to be off and the microphones are going to be off for the whole competition. The exceptions to that are the timekeeper will be on camera, hopefully will not be seen, but their colour slides will be to keep time for everybody. The contest chair, yourself, likely to be online all the time. And obviously contestants will be on video when they're on the stage for themselves. So please deliver your own personal welcome then. Confirm all those usual things that the Chief Judge needs to agree with you, that everybody's been briefed, everybody's prepared, etc. and they're all ready for the contest. And we are ready for the competition to start. So how does it work? Well, it's pretty much similar to normal. I'm suggesting that you do the humorous speech contest first. The reason for that is it's slightly easier to organise for people like the Zoom Master, and therefore it's probably a better way for them to start with the easier competition than the challenges of the table topics. All you need to do is to request the first contestant to turn on their camera and come to the virtual stage. When you see them there, then make sure you ask them to pin the timekeeper, because it's their responsibility that they can see the timekeeper. When they have confirmed that that is so, then obviously they've spoken to you. You can see them, so you can say to them something along the lines of, "I confirm, I can see and hear you." They will now know they are ready for the contest. And now we can go to the official line, when you can officially announce them however you wish to do it, but I suggest you keep it exactly the same every time for consistency, and also makes it easier for the other people doing their roles to understand where they are in the competition. So the line I suggest is, please welcome X with topic Y, X, and let them get on with their speech. At the end of their speech, I suggest you lead the applause with some clapping, and I have suggested that Zoom Masters put in some canned clapping for you as a recording. It doesn't work to have everybody's mics turned on and clapping, but a canned clapping applause type would be useful. Then you need to ask that official 1 minute of silence for the judges, and during that 1 minute, the only thing that can happen is that the camera and microphone for the previous contestant is turned off by the Zoom Master. So you will be standing there for a minute silence. Please don't turn your camera off. Having you standing there in silence helps the rest of the audience to obey the rules as well, and lets the judges get on with their marking. The timekeeper is going to then let you know the minute is up, however you've decided, whether it's by having a red light or by them just saying minute is completed. That's up to you, but thank the timekeeper, and then you just need to repeat the whole thing for the next contestant, invite him onto stage, etc. At the end of the last speech, you have your applause, and then you can ask silence for the judges. What will happen in the background is the Zoom Master will remove the judges from the contest area and put them in a breakout room. When that has happened, they will then confirm to you that in some way. I suggest something simple like, I confirm the judges have left, or the judges have left. Now you've been told the judges are no longer in the room, you can go on with whatever you wish to do to fill in the next bit of time, whether you're going to interview the contestants, run a warm-up or a warm-down or a session of any sort, or confer with the audience, however you wish to do it. That is up to you. The judges are out of the area, they are doing their counting, and you don't have to worry about them. In fact, the first thing you'll know that everything is done is when the chief judge comes back and contacts you again as you agree. It could be a message, it could just be a verbal confirmation from the chief judge back in the room that all the judging has been completed. You then have the option of running your ceremony for that competition, unless of course you wish to put both ceremonies at the end, in which case you can have it at the end. Any virtual rewards can be created by somebody and passed out as well. I suggest you have a timeout between the two contests, but let's have a look now at how you're going to do the table topics. Table topics is slightly different because the table topics contestants need to be out of the room and brought in one by one. So the Zoom master will do that for you and will then give you some sort of confirmation that they have left the room. Now you're able to do your confirmation and introduction with the chief judge and to explain to the audience whatever you wish to do to explain what is happening. When all your introductions are finished, you're ready to start the table topics contest. Now, of course, all the table topics people are in that breakout room. So when you request the contestant to come to the stage, the Zoom master will have to virtually move them into the stage area. Hopefully then their camera and microphone will be turned on, and again you can ask them to pin the timekeeper. When they respond to you, we'll then be able to confirm that you can hear them and you can see them, and you're now ready for them to take part in the table topics contest. And so I leave it for you then to do whatever introduction, whatever table topics question, and let them start their response. At the end of a table topics speech, I again suggest you lead some sort of applause and you ask for 1 minute silence for the judges. Again, I suggest that you stand still and show the 1 minute silence. The only thing that can happen in that 1 minute silence is that the previous speaker's camera and microphone should be turned off by the Zoom master for you. At the end of that 1 minute, your timekeeper is going to let you know either by a red light or by telling you whichever you have agreed. And you go on to the next speech. At the end of the last speech, again, I suggest you lead the applause and this time ask for silence for the judges. You then wait while the Zoom master removes the judges again from their position in the audience to their breakout room. Wait until the Zoom master confirms to you that they have left, and you are now free to perform more interviews, a warm-up, a warm-down, or whatever else you wish to do while the judges are counting up the votes. Remember that contestants and judges are the only people that can raise a protest, so nobody in the audience can raise a protest for any reason. When the voting is completed, the chief judge will message you, will come back on camera or however you have agreed, please decide how, and let you know the voting is completed and you are now ready to run your ceremony. Make sure that you know who is producing the virtual rewards. As you're spending most of your time standing on camera, I suggest it's probably not something you wish to do. If the chief judge has the facilities, and they obviously have the results, it is better if they take on that job. And that is all there is for this role. But just let me let you into a secret about something else which could happen during the contest. It is possible that there could be a technical problem during the contest. If there is a technical problem with the contestants, then it's up to the chief judge to say something, to stand in and to stop the contest, to work with the timekeepers and to resume the contest. If there is a technical issue, there is nothing for you to do, nothing for you to say. It is solely up to the chief judge to manage that. So if anything like that happens, don't concern yourself. It's not a responsibility you have to worry about. Enjoy your time on stage, because I know all the work you've done to prepare for the contest means it's something you thoroughly deserve. Make sure you're subscribed for other videos, but thanks for taking your time to watch this one.